Good evening to all of you who have come together for this time to co-create your next best reality that you are desiring. Tonight is titled Living an Unlimited Life. On its surface, it sounds very simple, and it is, and for some, not as much. You cannot have the discussion of living an unlimited life without understanding the belief systems which create the energetic blockages that prevent you from living a more unlimited life. Meaning, many times the energy of your belief systems and your thoughts are subtle and not as obvious to you. Tonight, what we are going to do, first identify and deconstruct the limiting thoughts and beliefs that are creating barriers from you evolving into the next reality, evolving you to the next reality, because many of you are unaware that you have made many evolutions into other realities. The quantum perspective on this explanation is this: the choices that you come across in your lives, some of them very benign and some of them much larger in their implications, present opportunities for you to make decisions. The decisions that you make from the choices that you have created. Notice I am saying not choices that are presented to you, but choices that you created for yourself. Choices are an integral mechanism that is utilized by each of you when determining how you're going to shapeshift your realities. And so, although I have explained before in the past this concept, we are going to relate it more in a usable fashion for you to be cognizant of in your daily life. When you have a choice that you created for yourself and you choose one of those opportunities, the other opportunity that you did not select did not evaporate into the air. It created another world, another probable reality, another version of yourself. So that when you made your decision on which choice you would select, you moved into another reality. You became that version of yourself that wanted to have the experience of the choice that you selected. And so, although it is much more rapid than your human eyes can detect, indeed, through this process, each of you has shifted into other realities many times. And if you can understand this, then you can understand the numerous probable realities that you have created and the conscious decisions that you can make here through the belief systems that you purposefully engage as to which reality, which perspective you would like to learn from, to experience. And so this is also why many teachers have come forward to have in-depth, clarifying discussions on fear. For through the platform of your desires and your preferences, you have created the choices that you experience, that you encounter throughout your daily life. And sometimes what has happened is through the launching of thought, or in this case, what that would mean is the creation of another probable reality from the thought. When you say, I would like to experience more ease and freedom that financial abundance would present, you've actually created a probable reality where that version of you is experiencing that perspective. The issue then comes that oftentimes humans are not understanding that the co-creation mechanism, in your terms, the way you understand it, when the universe responds to that thought, as it does to all of your thoughts, oftentimes you do not anticipate how the opportunity for what you have desired presents you with. And most of the time, it presents you with the opportunity to select that path in a way that you could have never foreseen. And for many who are along their evolutionary trail, this can be problematic if you have existing limiting beliefs, false beliefs, thoughts that prevent you from taking advantage of the opportunities that you yourself create. And so from today's questions, we are going to deconstruct so that you can more clearly see the subtleties in your thoughts and how they are creating the barriers to your opportunities to live a more unlimited life. And for many, they are subtle. I will give you an example. Today, Michelle had a very different plan for her day. It was a good plan, but there is a limiting belief that is still within her neuronal structure that she has not, as you call it in your terms, cleaned up. It is regarding the area of technology. And for many, 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 many years, she has told herself that she is not proficient in this area and that it is not in her wheelhouse, that it is not a strength. And so today, this came true for your realities, as is the same truth for her reality, is literally a mirror reflection of your thoughts, which come from your belief systems. Although she has been investigating and applying more the intuitive approach to problem solving, when she encountered the issue, the technological issue, she forgot to use the intuitive approach and, of course, became very mired down for the entirety of her day with this one problem. Her rational mind was continually attempting to solve the problem throughout the entirety of her day, and she forgot that if she used the advantages of her intuitive mind, the problem could have been solved very quickly, in that the clarity for the solution would have come much quicker. The ease of navigating the solution would have been faster, and so it was a much longer road. The same is true for everyone on this planet, and I say that not in a way that any one of you should feel any negative emotions about that, for this is the human experience. This is the fine-tuning of your lives. It wasn't until she had to prepare for our session that she realized that she could have used a different approach in the solving of today's problem instead of losing the entire day. And so she began to create the opposing belief in anticipation of tomorrow. She caught herself, you see, which is perfectly fine. And the goal of tonight's session, which is to connect the dots so that when you encounter the challenges that you have created, which of course are always a mirror reflection of your belief systems, you can begin to more purposefully stick and move.